Hello guys and welcome back. Welcome back to Dylan's Little Hobbies, and in today's video we are going to be reviewing what are we reviewing again? Oh yeah. Batman versus Superman. DC, here we go. So if you guys don't know, I am a Marvel fan. I am a super Marvel fan, or at least let me be clear about this. The MCU, I don't know much about the comics at all. The DC stuff, I've never been a fan of. I've never liked Superman. And then my friend decided, you know what? Let's show you guys. Let's show you some DC movies. So he showed me some DC movies, and I'm kind of reviewing them on my channel for you guys. I'm not really going to really go through the entire movie. I'm mostly just going to give my initial thoughts on the movie. So with that said, let's go ahead and start. What can I say about Batman vs. Superman? Well, it was better than Man of Steel, which was the Superman movie. No, it was way better, but I still have some problems with it. The first problem I have is just the pacing. It is kind of slow. Another thing that I kind of don't like about this movie is, well, there seems to be a lot going on in the background, alluding to something bigger that doesn't really play out in this movie at all. It's kind of like you could have taken out plots A, B, and C and just focused on D, and you would have been fine. My thoughts. But my favorite part of the movie ends up being everyone's least favorite part of the movie. Apparently, so many people, according to what my friend said, shout out to Ninjoid243 and the Austinator. According to them, people actually really hate Lex Luthor. And I actually liked Lex Luthor throughout. In fact, Lex Luthor, I'm sorry Batman, but Lex Luthor was my favorite character of the movie. I really enjoyed him as a sneezy villain, and you know what? This is what I needed in Superman. I needed some humor. I needed some jokes, and I get that through Lex Luthor in this movie. Not to mention, I really did like the joke about the cape when Batman goes and saves Superman's mom, and he's like, I'm a friend of your son," and she's like, "I know, the cape." I thought that was funny, and you see that's my point. When it comes to the DCEU, people say, "Oh, it's so serious. There's no humor." Blah blah blah. No. You can have the right type of humor that doesn't take away from the scene. And okay, I will admit this. Marvel does do that a lot of times. They do come up with a lot of jokes that kind of, it's like, okay, but how did that improve the story? That was kind of a useless joke. Kind of took you out of the scene. Yeah, it was funny, but it wasn't necessary, no. And I guess it's also because I'm so used to that, though, that I'm like, that's the type of show, that's why I think of superheroes as the MCU. So it's hard for me to get used to the DCU knowing that it doesn't have that type of humor. And the fact that there was any humor in this movie at all made it one of my favorites instantly, because I really did like it. Another thing I really liked is I really liked the whole thing with Batman. You know, I really liked how they're saying Batman up. I liked how they actually tied it in with Man of Steel, being that his father died when the explosion happened in Man of Steel, when the laser was going to cut through the earth and blow it up. Yeah, they tied it in with that, and I did kind of like the way they tied it in. It gave Batman a reason to hate Superman. And I really liked how, so even though this is the thing, right? So I hate Superman no matter what, and then the Man of Steel movie made me hate Superman even more. It only cemented my hatred for Superman. It is what it is. Hey, big MCU fan again. Um, so I'm easily on Batman's team in this movie. I think, I really do think that Superman in this movie is a jerk. I don't like him. I don't like him at all. But when his mom is in trouble, that's when we actually have 8 milliseconds, just 8 milliseconds, to kind of connect with them. Because if your mom was in danger, yeah, that would be one of the worst things possible, most likely. So, I did like that. They did at least try to improve his character, but I liked the fact that, they kind of knew that no one liked Superman for Man of Steel, and so they're setting him up to be the bad guy, with him killing all of the other bad guys, but these other bad guys, they had families too, and then pretty much they were trying to sue Superman over the death of these guys who were threatening to kill his girlfriend. So it's kind of like, this is something that you can kind of understand. I mean, if somebody was threatening your girlfriend or your love or your wife or your mom, you would be kind of like, yeah, I'm gonna kill this person. I'm gonna kill this person. Now, would you? Do you have the superpowers to kill this person like Superman does? Possibly not, but it's really understandable. I really liked how they were trying to set up as Superman being, understandable, like you can relate to him. I really felt like it would just feel so much more if they did this in Man of Steel. And because of that, I kind of feel like we still just don't have enough time to focus on Superman, to relate to him, because we're trying to build up Batman, and Batman is such a better character than Superman within this movie. He really is. And the best part of this movie, actually, though, was, again, Batman versus Superman, the fight between Bat versus Soup. Batman comes out with this absolutely awesome, I mean, really cool mech suit. And truth be told, I kind of wish that the mech suit was his super suit. Maybe it's because I'm an Iron Man fan. Like, I really am. Iron Man's my favorite superhero. There's an Iron Man comic book right there. Iron Man's my favorite superhero. Yeah, so I really liked Batman's mech suit, and it makes sense that if you're going against Superman, you kind of have to have a mech suit. And I like the fact that Batman eventually found out Superman's weakness and tried to make a dagger out of kryptonite. And I really like the fact that he even made like a gas gun come out of his arm that really got to Superman and weakened him very heavily. That's very smart. That's to me something that I just liked. I just liked Batman a whole lot better than Superman, using his brains more than his bronze. I feel like he's a lot smarter than Batman, and I kind of feel like, yeah, he's the Tony Stark version in DC. He's the DC version of Tony Stark. I really kind of like that when it comes to the character of Batman. I can kind of see it now. Again, I've never known Batman before other than the name. Like, I'm not a DC fan. I almost know nothing about Batman. I know he trains Robin. I actually am a big fan of Teen Titans, the original Teen Titans, not Teen Titans Go. But I only know Batman and Robin basically by name. I've never seen Batman before, really. I've seen some of the other Batman movies, but we'll get into that later on down the line. But when it comes to Batman in terms of this movie, another thing that I really liked is that he had a voice modulator. because something that I really don't like, and I can't remember which movie series it is, but like it's the whole Superman thing again. I'm Clark Kent. Now I'm Superman. I'm Bruce Banner. Nah, I'm Bruce Banner. Now that's Hulk. I'm just gonna keep that in there. I'm Bruce Wayne. No, I'm Batman. Like, I've never liked that. It's so corny. I think he always needs to have a voice modulator if you're going to do that, because that's something that has always bothered me about Batman is I am Batman instead of using a modulator. I mean, you have all of this super cool tech. You make the bat wings, the bat rings, and you can't figure out how to make a modulator on your suit. Like that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. But yeah, I kind of wish that he kept the mech suit. Eventually, he does go back to his regular Batman suit, like it's a bat armor suit. It does look okay. Like your average superhero, like that's Batman's look, obviously. So, but I prefer the mech suit. I just do. I do. But with that said, Lex Luthor was my favorite character, and what made Lex Luthor my favorite character was this one moment in the movie. Just this one moment. I mean, I liked him throughout the whole movie. In fact, he was on par with Zod. What put him above Zod for me was this one moment when he actually threatens Superman, and he says, "I have your most valuable possession in my clutches," and Superman's like, "No, you don't. My girlfriend and is down on the ground," and he's like, "Yep, yeah." Yeah, that's true, but I got your mom. And everybody, there's always one woman that is more important to every single person, right? It's their mom, right? I loved that twist, because that's something truly evil to go after Superman's mom. That was brilliant. That made Lex Luthor one of my favorite DC villains instantaneously. Instantaneously, I liked that twist. But with that said, Superman, yeah, I still don't like him. They at least tried in this movie. They just needed to set up Superman as a better character, and then there was Batman. Eventually, the abomination of it turns out that Lex Luthor creates this really weird creature and goes after Superman. Goes after the city. Superman and Batman try to fight it. Superman takes the dagger with kryptonite and goes head right into the monster and dies. I wasn't expecting Superman's death in this movie. But I'm kinda like, okay. But honestly, I feel like this is much too soon of a movie to kill off one of your main characters in the franchise. If you're gonna kill him off, I feel like you should maybe wait a couple movies before you do that. Because don't get me wrong, I think Batman should be the main character of the movie, but Superman is there too, right? He's supposed to be a large part of the series. I mean, he was the first and most well-known superhero from the DCEU period before Batman, and I guess everyone hated Superman to the point where they're just like, hey, let's kill him off here. Let's make sure never to bring him back alive again. Yeah, spoilers for the Snyder Cut. Bring him back. Oh my god. They should have killed him off in the first place. Yes, I have watched the Snyder Cut, which will be eventually my next review. My next video is actually going to be the Hulk review, but eventually the week after that we'll review the Snyder Cut. Honestly though, I really kinda just, when Superman died, I'm like, okay, well, I wish I actually liked Superman so I would feel something for his death other than enjoyment. But with that said, I'm just a DC EU hater. Let me know down in the comments below, why do you like Batman vs. Superman? Why am I wrong? Why am I a stupid Marvel fan? Let me know. Because honestly, I'm just having fun with this, right? I don't know much about the DCEU at all. This is really my first time watching these movies, reacting to these movies, and reviewing these movies. So I don't know anything about the DCEU. I know there's people who love the DCEU and probably don't want to hear my mouth about it. So if you're one of those people, be nice. Be nice, please. But go ahead and tell me that I'm wrong. Go ahead. I'm out. Thank you guys. I'm out. Bye. They bring back Superman.